Huntsbrook Incorporated provides a family of applications known as Little Apps. Little Apps are single-file programs that are not installed, but simply copied. We demonstrate the utility of the Little Apps ShoeBox Designer and Divider Designer by building a pillow box with dividers. The pillow box is designed to hold the pieces of Grow, the organic building game. Okay, we've cut our divider pieces. We have the tops, which are indicated by the sockets being on the bottom, and the bottoms where the sockets are on the top. Let's assemble the divider. I usually start with just two pieces, one top and one bottom, and then you put all the bottoms in. And then you finish off the tops. And there's the divider. Now, to make a pillow box, we have a liner and then an outside bottom and top of the box. So let's put this divider into the liner. The liner, the way we made it is we made it out of 1/8" material. And what we did is we used the box designer program to make it where the inside dimensions were based on the divider, plus we wanted some space up here to put some additional pieces on top of this in a manual. We also went ahead and sanded all the edges, because if you're going to get stuck on something, it's going to be burrs or little pieces of glue along the edges. The liner actually goes into the next section. Now, taking the outside dimensions of the liner, adding maybe 1 millimeter to it, or 40 thousandths of an inch, we designed another box with a thicker material, and that box has the inside dimensions based on the liner outside plus that millimeter. So the liner goes into it. So here you can see how the liner fits into this other material. That's about 0.2 inches. It's important to measure because plywood labeled 1/4 inch can vary from 0.2 to almost 0.3 inches depending on how you get it. Then this was the base. Well, we made the base height, controlled it by the inside dimensions to not be all the way to the top. Well, we did another exactly the same base but a different height so that it would come down to this edge, and that became the top of the pillow box. Now we're not done yet though, because if you look at it, here's your classic laser finger joints. And we don't want it to really look like that. And so what we're going to do next is we're going to 1/4 round away all the edges, even on the bottom, to give it what we named it, a pillow box effect. So let's go do that. Okay, so we went and we 1/4 round the edges. This material is plywood. We're hoping to remove the black, and we did that. There is a thin line, it's kind of the edge of the soot that's in the finger joints. A few joints aren't done. That might be something you could adjust with the routing mechanism you use. What we're going to do is, the next step is we're going to use a stain. If you use a dark stain, of course, that'll suppress the contrast. We're going to use a lighter stain that matches the pieces in this Grow game. We'll pitch that, Grow, the organic building game. We'll make the box for it. Now we also put in some finger slots, so it's more easier to grab, and I can show you that. Okay, so here's the finger slots. And with the idea of a pillow box, we did the bottom also. So it's rounded around all the edges where there were finger joints. And so next, what we're going to do is stain it. Okay, so we went ahead and we stained it and lacquered it. You can see that the contrast now along the finger joints are much less. They're still there, so you won't get rid of it completely. Looking at the bottom, we did notice a few are there, and what best I can evaluate is probably could correct that with adjusting the quarter round process. But overall, the pillow box came out pretty nice. It looks distinctly different than just a straight up laser box. And so that's our result.